Hey everyone, I am here to do a video. I'll try to get one in this week. It's a busy week for me. Tomorrow we'll probably be having a live stream for my birthday stream. And then we have my Saturday show, so I'm trying to get in some recordings. What I'm going to show you today is, and I don't know if this has been done anywhere else, but there's probably some variation of it. I don't know what it would be called. I don't know if it was ever done with this much space in it, but I came up with an idea. You know, I'm working on a new journal. So I wanted a insert that was hinged that had multiple pockets. So that's what this is. This is a hinged insert that's going to go in the journal, and you have several options, multiple options of the way you can structure it. I've structured this one to be a 4-pocket, 4-side tuck hinged insert. So you have a pocket here, a pocket here, you have a pocket down here, a pocket down here, you have a side tuck here where you can put a tag in, and then over here on the other side, sorry, it's going to go on the page like that, and you flip it over and you have a side tuck, side tuck, side tuck, or pocket, whatever you want to call them. But if maybe you only want to have 6, and then you wouldn't sew it here to create double pockets, you just leave this as one. You know, it would still be these two would be the same as this one. You wouldn't have this separation there to make pockets. So you'd have 3 tucks on this side and 3 tucks on this side. So that's 6. Or like I said, you can do 4 tucks and 4 pockets. Or you can extend this all the way and you would have 8 pockets and 3 side tucks. Or you could do 8 pockets and then sew it all the way through, and then you would have 6 pockets on this side for a total of 14 pockets. So the options are kind of, you can do 3 or 4 different variations to get different things that you want. So I'm going to show you how I put this together. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. So this one I'm going to set aside, and I'm pulling out another one that I'm going to work on for another journal. So let's see, and I'm going to speed through some of this. I'm going to get started, and then I'll do some fast forward so this video is not too long. But all you need is a glue stick, maybe your art glitter glue, and this is just I took the book page signature out of one of my books, right? And so this, you need 4 pages for a total of 8. And I'm going to fold where it lines up here. It's upside down right now, and that's fine. Doesn't really matter. But I'm going to fold this just up to where the letters stop. Now, so this is what, a 1/2 inch, I would say. So, you know, you want to have a good hinge on it, because depending on the book pages you're using, your letters are going to stop in different places. So I just did this one this much, and I'm just kind of giving it a good burnish right there. Nothing special. And then let's do it right side up so you don't get confused. So then what I did is let me make sure of my first, oh right. So then you're going to fold this one, the first one, all the way right before the crease. You don't want to be in the crease. You want to give yourself like a smidgen of room so it opens and closes. Okay, so that's that one. And then I'm going to fold it all the way to where it meets up with the other fold. Okay, so that's your first fold. Then make sure your papers are straight. Then you're going to take your next one, and you can judge. This is where you can have some liberty to judge how far out you want it. I just took the second one and folded it to where the first one, I can feel where it ends. And so I folded that over like that. And so, no, this one I came in a little bit, that's right. So come in, I want a little bit. Okay. There is no right or wrong. You know, like I said, you just judge it to where you want it. And again, I'm going to kind of judge this where I want it. Kind of see where I'm going with my folds. Okay. And then the last one. Again, I'm just going to kind of judge it where I want it and fold. And again, kind of see where I want it to go, how wide I want it. Okay. All right. And that's this side. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to fold it up, you're going to turn it over and open it up and fold fold it to about where you got like a little smidgen of room. And there's your first tuck. This one, this is the side where I put where it ends. And again, it doesn't have to be exact, just wherever you want it to be. And I'm constantly checking my paper to see that I'm, number one, I actually want to come in a little bit more. So like another ½ an inch. Yeah, that's good. And then the last one, butts up against the first. Okay, so then you have something that looks like this. Okay. So again, you fold the first one in half, almost to your separation, and then you fold this over. Take the next one and fold it down as much as you want. After that, after you do the first one, you can gauge how far you want to go. Okay. Again, you want to make sure that your okay. And then again, you fold this one in half and then gauge the next one. Okay. Then what you're going to do is now you're going to use your glue stick, and I'm just going to go right in here. And we're going to glue this. We're going to do some collaging. Okay, I'm going to get a credit card to smooth this down. Hope everybody's well. No, I haven't done a video. I don't remember, what was my last video? Good grief, I don't even remember. I know it wasn't that long ago, but I know I don't think I got one. There's the little handies. I don't think I did one last week due to my PT. So, okay, and then I just burnished that down, turn it over.
What are you making?
I'm making a pocket, a hinged pocket for Grandma's journal that she's making. Don't touch, please. Don't touch. Thank you. And none of this is going to be seen, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, you want to be, you want to make sure everything is burnished down real well, and you've got your creases in there. Just so you know you don't lose your place. Make sure I'm on camera. Okay. All right. Now, thinking, what did I do? No, yeah, I did do it before. Let me think. The next step is to, or did I do it at the same time? You know, I think I did it at the same time. Yeah, because I need to be able to open that. Okay, so, and get your papers back in order. Turn it over. I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay. Once you do this, it goes really, once you do it one time, it goes really fast. It's really not complicated. It's just, you know, choosing your folds, and then we're going to be doing some collaging. So you're going to want some collage paper. I chose several different papers from the new kit that I have. So you're going to see how I put those on. Okay. I mean, you know, collaging is collaging. I mean, you know, maybe you might want to paper piece it. Okay. So then, now you have your base structure. Let's see, I shouldn't have taken it out. Okay, there we go. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to, again, burnish this down really quick. Burnish this down. And then you can do this part. I like using dry glue for something like this, just because it's easier and you don't end up adding too much. You need this to be somewhat flexible, and you don't want it to be too wet. So the art glitter glue in this scenario might be a little heavy, and it might be a little too wet. You have to wait, you know, or dry your papers or whatever. And I find that if I use the heat dryer with like the art glitter glue or the 3-in-1, like it dries it up, and then it doesn't stick anymore. So, because heat naturally releases the glue. All right, so then what I'm going to do now is pull out my papers and decide what I want where. So I'll give you And again, this is no real precise measurements, and you'll see because a lot of it's going to be hidden. Okay, so where do I want this one? I think I do want this one on the front. I like that. Again, reinforce your fold. Okay, so I'm going to just do this. I'm going to snip. The first one is kind of more of a precise, and I do mine a little, so it folds over a little bit, so about 1/4 of an inch. And so I'm not even going to measure because this side is not going to be seen. Okay. And this paper is a little too tall, so let's do this. Okay, and so I'm going to put some glue on there. And you want to put this to where right before the hinge. You don't want to put any more paper within the hinge. Okay, and then here's my card. Okay, and then I'm going to, a little too much, so I'm just going to cut to the crease. Come on, there we go. Okay. Hold that. Cut that. And then what I do on mine is I sew it. And if you're not sewing, you'll glue in some of the places where I'm going to sew. Okay, so there's our first layer, right? Okay, and then the next one, let's do something different. Let's do one of these papers. And again, it doesn't have to be precise because it's going to be hidden. Unless you make it a flip where everything flips open, then you'll want to be precise. But I don't worry about it because this, for me, this was meant for pockets and tucks, not for being a flip. Okay, and then you can, oops, come back here. This is where you start getting to where you're doing the creases at the same time. So I'm going to get, oops. Okay. And then I'm going to make sure that when I fold it over, see how a part of this is showing? You don't want that to show. So I'm going to move it over a little bit more, all the way in that crease. That's the only thing that you have to really pay attention to when you're going along, is where is, did I cut this crooked? Oh, no, I don't. Well, I did actually. Yeah, I didn't cut it long enough. Oh boy. There really is no exact measurements, but no, that should work. Shouldn't be too low. but I did do it. I did do it too short. All right. I think I probably just glued it down the first time, and so let's just do that. Let's just glue this down. This is only my second one. I came up with this the other day. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put that together for my design team project journal. And then I'm like, oh, it worked. Okay, and I'm going to come out just a little bit, just so there's a little bit of an edge there. That's fine. And okay, I don't need that much. I don't want to have a lot of bulk, so that's why I'm cutting it down. The less bulk, the better, and the more you shave off, the better. But I don't worry about that edge being crooked because, you know, it's hidden. It's in there. Okay. Oops, and I keep grabbing that. Okay, there we go. That over. Okay. Like I said, I'm sure somebody has made some sort of variation of this somewhere along the line. Yeah. Just put that in, cut that off. Okay, so there's number 2. Okay, and then let's see what paper next. Let's use some of this black and white. Tie in with the same. And oops, right about there. And so I think I asked you how you guys were doing. If I didn't, how are you? What's new and exciting in everybody's world? Me, I've been doing PT. It's going okay. Let's see. Now, I'm only going to go in, again, to reduce bulk, I'm only going to go in a little bit. I want to make sure that I cover where you see the underpaper there, but I'm only going to come in maybe like, just a smidgen past where it stops, okay? So, or where it starts, stops, however you want to look at it. Lift this up. That down. Okay. And then the rest of it. And like I said, if you want, I'm generally, you guys, most of you that follow me know that I'm a kind of a perfectionist, kind of OCD. So, but I find in this project, you don't need to be that. You don't need to do that. This project doesn't, because you hide a lot of it, and it's just not, it's unnecessary time waste. I wasn't perfect on the initial one. So, because when I looked at it after, because I had it in my brain, and then after I sat down and got everything together, and I'm like, oh, I don't need to be precise, so, yeah. I'm going to just bring that out of there. so I can okay. Oops. Fold that down. I do make sure the inside is glued down, just because you don't want, if you stick a tag in there or something like that and you've got the tag like really embellished, you don't want anything that's stuck on the tag to get caught inside. So I do make sure that everything is glued down well within the pockets or tucks or whatever you guys want to call them. Okay, so there we go. So we're getting there. That's looking nice. I'm liking that. Okay, and then the last one. Now the last one, for these papers, these are all thin paper, like they're either copy, paperweight. You really want thinner papers. Again, because this is a large item that you're going to be sticking in your journal, you want to, again, reduce the bulk, right? So I used very thin papers for my collage. But then on this one, I want to use a regular paper. Which one do I want to use for the kit? Maybe this one. Because I wanted, well, I got part of the kit there, actually. Thinking. I really want, this is just my 60-pound copy weight paper. So let's see, get a feel how this is going to look. That's too similar. Let me find something else, so I can always print another one of it. Oh, well, how about something like that? Yeah, let's use that. And again, you're just going to check how far you need to go in. This one I don't wrap around because you're going to put, well, I could actually wrap it around. So, but then it would be upside, well, oh wait, if I want it like this, let's just do that. Let's just fold this in half. Okay, now this is, now depending on the size of your journal too, you want to make sure that you're accounting for the size of this, the width, because it's going to sit in a journal, right? So mine, I know I want them to be under 5. So before I cut that paper, I'm going to come over here and see how much, oh, it's a little over 5, so I do need to cut this one down. So I'm going to get out my blade here, and I'm going to cut off half an inch almost on this. Oops. Hello? Okay. It's almost a half an inch. I'm going down to 4.5 because I know my pages are generally 5. So I want it to fit inside. Okay. So that lowers that, and that's fine. We haven't, did I glue this one? I did glue that one. That one's fine too. Doesn't matter. Okay. So, but if you want this to be a little bit wider here, we could always take this off. Or you can do that measurement. I forgot to tell you guys to do that. You could do that measurement before. For this, it doesn't bother me that it's that the graduation in the tuck size, the lip of the tuck size is not precise. Like, you know, it doesn't have to, and there's very little here. Something can still tuck in there. That's all that you want to make sure of. So I don't really care about that. Again, this is just going to be a fast project. Okay, so if I have that there, and if I put it in there just up to there, and I wrap it over, yeah, I can do that. So I'm going to cut this, and maybe I'll use this side. Let's see. And I use the 60-pound weight because it's going to give that little bit of stability that you need to the project. Yes. Okay. So that's good.
What time of the grocery supposed to be here?
Between 2 and 3.
Yeah, it's latest one.
It's 2 o'clock. Well, it's 2:20 now. Sorry, guys. My son was talking to me. So yeah, just you might want to do that measurement beforehand. But again, as much as a perfectionist that I am, I'm not. I don't want to stress over this project. I wanted it to be, you know, I want it to look good, but I don't want it to be. I'm trying to work on my perfectionism. And then I'm just going to make sure you come in just a little bit more. I'm running out of glue stick on this one. Okay. Make sure that's right. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let me get here. And this will give the entire structure or hinged pocket thingamabob some extra strength, okay? And then what I'm going to do is, first of all, cut down the edge. Okay, did I get it enough? No. Okay, and generally use my straight blade for cutting, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just trimming a little bit, so this is not the time for perfectionism. Okay, so again, I'm just going through and making sure that my structure is good. Okay. Okay, open that up. Oh, let me get out another glue stick. That one is trashed. Trashed, I tell you. All right. Okay. Give this a good amount of glue. Make sure that it's straight, and it is. And for this paper, I'm going to get out my bone folder. If you don't have a bone folder, use a butter knife. Okay. All right. And oops. Mind your hinge. We're going to glue that in a second, but you got to get in there first and do your cover papers. Okay. So that's good, I think. Okay. Okay. Just making sure that I'm good to go. All right. So now we're going to do this side, and let's start out with some music paper. Okay. Where do I want to go? Let's do this side for ease. This is going to be okay. Now this side is a little bit easier in that it goes all the way across. And you don't have any foldovers. And again, like I said, if you don't want to do the foldovers, you can just do, straight side tucks on both sides. Yeah. So, again, I'm just going to bring this in there, just right up to my hinge, but leaving just a tad bit of space. Oh, like, where's my foldover? Okay. Oh. Okay. And probably it might be easier for you guys to do, well, no, you got to kind of wait. Oh, goodness. Sorry about that, guys. All right, forgot to turn my ringer off. Anyway, when I'm doing this side, I also do the, this is where we give the hinge an initial gluing. Okay, while I'm doing the one side. You don't want to do it beforehand because then everything will be stuck together and it'll be hard. Maybe not. I don't, maybe it wouldn't be harder. I would think it would be a little bit harder to what am I trying to say? To glue all your paper inserts. I mean, you could, but oh, I don't want that next to that one. Let's do that here. And again, I'm only going to do a little bit just so I can fold it over. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Grocery delivery came early. All right, so cut this down. And if you want, I didn't ink my other one, but if you guys want to ink yours, again, do it before you glue all your papers down. So, I don't know why this glue stick is, let's get it off. Too much glue. Probably had it raised up too high. Okay. I'm just going to have it fold over just a little bit. cut that one a little crooked, but that's okay. Is what it is. I'm not worried about a little crookedness. All right. Make sure that glue your middle. I think I was talking about the middle before I had to pause the video, and I think I said I thought it would be easier to not glue this until you glue down all your papers, and I still believe that to be true. Yeah. All right. Okay, looking good, looking good. One more. We need one more. What do we want to put on there? Maybe I'll put another. Oh, I know what we'll put in there. Because this I didn't put on the other side. Yep. Okay. Yep. All right. So, again, oops, wrong glue. Okay. I hope I've been on screen. But it really does come together really quickly. Okay. And then we're going to go here. Okay. And again, I'm just moving this back and forth to reinforce it. Get out of there. All right. Now you've got to decide if you're sewing or gluing or you know which way you're going to go. Let me make sure that this is glued down all the way in that spot. Reinforce all your folds. Okay, this is good. Now I can glue down this side. Okay. So basically you just work back and forth until you get everything covered, and initial gluing. And there you have it. Okay, so now you've got to decide if you're going to continue to glue or if you're going to sew. I'm going to sew, and this is where you decide whether you want, okay, I'm just making sure that this is all even. You know, if you're going to sew, there's some decisions you have to make. You have to make, first of all, your pocket decision or your side tucks decision or whatever, because you have to do some, let me get this rolled up so you guys are not listening to that clanking. So for instance, on this one, I sewed down and just this side and this side. This side and this side, this side and this side, because I wanted to have that sewed edge there. Then I came across, and holding these this way, I sewed here, okay? So it would attach. So this now, it has the pockets, right? And then I sewed this edge, and this edge for the same reason. I wanted it to have that sewed edge before I put everything together. And then once I did that, once I decided how I wanted my pockets or my tucks, then I came around and I did a zigzag on the flap edge, and then I did a straight stitch all the way around, and then that secures everything. So right now I have to decide, do I want 3 tucks on this side, or, you know, do it the same way where I have, you know, 4 pockets at a tuck. I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to give myself 4 pockets, and yeah, I think I like this one, the 4 pockets and a tuck. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew in the middle here, and I just kind of judge it. I don't measure. Again, no measuring. This is a no measure, you know, loose, fun, you know, the only, you know, aesthetic or perfection you want to make sure is that all your papers line up good. You don't have any book page showing, you know, that your edges are nice and folded over, that everything fits nicely, you know, you've reinforced your creases, you know, yeah, right? So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the same way. I'm going to do a sew right here. But first I'm going to do all my outer edges within the flaps first. Okay, so I'm going to do it really quick. I don't know how long this video is. I'm going to do it, and then I may just fast forward during when I go to edit the video. So if this is fast forwarded, if the next part is fast forwarded, you guys know why. You know, I'm going to try to cut down the process time. Okay, and so then this is all garbage. This gets put away, and yeah, let me go away and set up the camera for my sewing view, and then I'll be back. Oh, and I have you guys upside down. Hold on 1 second. Okay, there you guys are. Okay, and I'm going to point you down a little bit. There you go. Now you can see where we're at. Okay, I think that's good. Oops. Didn't mean to hit you guys in the head. All right, so I think you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, where's my piece here? Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, oh, I have blue thread in. Okay, well, we're going with it. I don't want to change the thread. And I'm just going to kind of gauge where I want this, you know, this pocket to cut off in this pocket. I'm going to put tags up in here and tags across this way. So I'm just going to kind of go, I just kind of go in the middle a little bit. Let me come down here. Actually, let me, okay, and make sure that I'm straight, and come back out a little bit. Okay. All right. And I'll cut off the strings later. So now we have that side. Oh, I don't know how close I was. Whew, you guys are too close up. Okay. So you see that? So now I have that. That is what do you call it? Sewn together. And then what I'm going to do is this, once we sew around, this will not, this part will not flap anymore once I sew all the way around, okay? And so then, oh, and I did what I told you guys what to do. Crap. I forgot. I got ahead of myself. All right. So this is not going to have any sewed edges, but again, make sure that you do this first. I don't want to tear out the stitching, so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, just make sure you guys do that first. So this one I'm going to remember to do that. And I'm so excited to share this with you guys. I don't know if anybody else has done this before, but you know, yeah, okay. So the other one, oh, sorry guys, I guess I need to get more practice definitely of sewing with this angle. It's the only way that I can get the camera down here, or this view. Let me move this out, for you guys to be able to see. So I have to adjust to it. I have to get used to it and not be all up in your guys' face. With my arms. Alright, I'm going to quickly finish gluing this under flap here. Okay, before I do the last bit of stitching. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. We have all our edges sewn. I'm going to cut off those strings later, or maybe I'll leave them, I don't know. Okay, now I'm going to adjust my stitching, go to a zigzag, and yeah, that's the, and I'm going to go to where that my stitching, my zigzag stitching will go over one part over into the flap area, and one part on the paper area. And so that's what we have right now. We have our zigzag, and this will still, this will still be your hinge, not flap, hinge. Okay. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do one stitch up here, and I'm going to do another straight stitch just here, this edge, and then the bottom edge. Okay, so the bottom edge, the side edge coming up, and then the top edge. And let's see, I have a little bit of crooked paper there. Okay, so this in there, and let's get started. Make sure I'm in the, okay. Make sure that your flaps are in there. Make sure we got all our flaps here. Yep. Okay. Actually, let me come down. Just one more. I did not come down enough. Okay. Go. Oh, did I get caught? Not good. Hold on. Oops. That's probably really loud for you guys. Sorry about that. Okay. So, now we have a flap here, a side tuck here. Let me move the camera. Move the sewing machine out of the way. Here, this will be better. Okay. So, we have, let me get a piece of paper here. So, you have your, I'm going to cut off all the strings, but again, you have your side tuck pocket, side tuck pocket, side tuck pocket, okay? And they just get deeper and deeper as you go along. And then you have your side tuck. Now, what I plan to put in these bigger side tucks on this side is a tag. This is going to be all tags. So one big tag here, small tag, tag, tag. So 5 tags and 3 tuck spots. So I'm gonna, and then I'm just gonna chop off. But again, don't forget to do your stitching here. Before you do this middle stitching. The middle stitching has to come after. So yeah, so this is, where is my original? Hello, Shauna. Where did you put it? Oh boy, where did I put it? Where did I put my one that I was working on? Obviously not where I could find it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. So again, cut off all your strings or leave them on for a raggedy look. You could also put on these, if you wanted, you could put lace on there. Or you could put rickrack, or whatever, and you can decorate your hinge too if you wanted. So yeah, so this is my original, and this one I did the sewing all the way around like I wanted, and this one I missed the one, but other than that, they look very similar. Yeah. So if you have any questions, put it in the comments. Any comments, or if this, let me know if this sewing angle was good. I mean, I'm gonna watch back and do the editing, but there's no guarantee that what I see is gonna be what you guys see. So But yeah, that's it, guys. So you have a great day. Thanks for following this project. Let me know if you try it out and if you like it. And if you have any questions, again, just put them in the comments or hit me up on social media. That's about it, guys. Have a great day. Bye.